Okay, the Oscars 2026 Academy Awards is tomorrow night, and I'm going to be giving my predictions, right? So let's just get straight to it. The first category that I'm going to be looking at, I'm just going to be giving my thoughts. I might be thinking out loud, and I'll be giving my predictions as to who I think is going to take the win. Let's get straight to the first category. I'm over here using my laptop. Hold up. Okay, so for original screenplay, we've got Blue Moon, Marty Supreme, Sinners, Sentimental Value, and It Was Just an Accident. So I think Sinners is gonna win this one. It's just a fun movie that has a lot of depth to it, that is very creative and imaginative and unique. I really do think Ryan Coogler is gonna win this one, and it's one of the categories that is fairly easy for me to say that. Right? For adapted screenplay, a screenplay based off another piece of work, maybe a book. We've got the nominees: Train Dreams, One Batter After Another, Hamnet, Frankenstein, and Bugonia. And I'm gonna have to go with either One Batter After Another. See, the thing is, One Batter After Another is probably gonna, I would say, take the most awards of this night. I think it will. Well, no, we'll see by the end of the predictions if I actually think that. Is right now sitting and looking at the second category, I think so. The only other one that can stand a chance at the adapted screenplay category for me is Hamnet, but I don't see it winning. I think One Batter After Another is going to take this one. That's my prediction. One Batter After Another will take adapted screenplay. Visual effects, we've got Avatar, Fire and Ash. We've got F1, Sinners, Jurassic World Rebirth, and The Lost Bus. The Lost Bus. So I don't see F1, The Lost Bus, being, the top contenders here. I believe it's either going to be Avatar, Fire and Ash, or Sinners. Some of the stuff they did in Sinners was pretty impressive. But for me, the clearest winner would have to be Fire and Ash, Avatar. So for me, Avatar, Fire and Ash is going to take visual effects. I believe so. Sound. We've got F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and I believe it's pronounced Sirat or Sirat. And I think for me, F1 should be the winner on this one. And I'm actually surprised Warfare didn't get nominated for this. I just saw this nomination for the first time since the nominations came out. I thought Warfare had gotten nominated. I guess it didn't. Yeah, I think F1 should win. I do think F1 deserves this one. It deserves this one. I believe so. Production design, the nominees are Frankenstein, Sinners, One Batter After Another, Marty Supreme, and Hamnet. Easy win for me is Frankenstein. The way that Hamnet recreated the theater of Shakespeare was outstanding, and the other films had amazing locations too, and the production design as well. But Frankenstein, it has to take this one. It's just beautiful. Like, the production design in that was outstanding. I do see Frankenstein winning Best Production Design. If Frankenstein doesn't win, it'll probably be Hamnet. That's what I think. Best Original Score, we've got Bugonia. We've got, man, I might be mispronouncing that. We've got Frankenstein, One Batter After Another, Sinners, and Hamnet, right? Hamnet had a great score at the end of the film, especially, but that wasn't original to the film. Yeah, so Best Original Score, I think, is going to go to Sinners, for sure. Sinners is going to take Best Original Score. Makeup and hairstyling, I don't see how it doesn't go to Frankenstein. I feel like I don't even need to read the nominees. Frankenstein will take makeup and hairstyling. Now, international feature film is very interesting. I think the top contenders here are The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and the voice of Hein Rajab. I believe it's pronounced like that. I'm not too sure. Sentimental Value has gotten the most buzz, I think the best film in that category is either that film, Sentimental Value, or the voice of Hein Rajab. If that's how you pronounce it. It's either gonna be one of those two. If I had to pick, I'd pick Sentimental Value. I think I would pick that one. Yeah. Now I'm gonna throw a curveball in there. I'm gonna go with the voice of Hind Rajab, and then if that one doesn't win, Sentimental Value is gonna win. That's what I think. If that one doesn't win, Sentimental Value will win. We'll see. Film editing goes to nominees: F1, Marty Supreme, One Batter After Another, Sinners, and Sentimental Value. And I think the best films and the top contenders in this category for me are Marty Supreme, Sinners, and One Batter After Another. And I think that's a tough one. I think Marty Supreme should take it. I think Marty Supreme should definitely take that. If not Marty Supreme, then I think Sinners should take that one. But I'm sticking with Marty Supreme. For Best Directing, we've got strong contenders. We have, and now we're getting to the categories that are like basically up in the air for everyone. We've got Best Directing, we've got Hamnet, One Batter After Another, Paul Thomas Anderson. Hamnet, we've got Chloe Zhao, who's backed up by Steven Spielberg, mind you. We've got Ryan Coogler for Sinners. We've got Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. I believe that's how you say it. And Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme. The clear contenders for me in this one are Paul Thomas Anderson for One Batter After Another. I think Chloe Zhao is the dark horse in this race. Or Ryan Coogler, right? Ryan Coogler, Paul Thomas Anderson, I think are the heavyweights that are going to be fighting for this one. But my pick is, I kind of hope Ryan Coogler wins. Like, I hope he wins, but I believe Paul Thomas Anderson is going to take this one. I do believe it. One Batter After Another will go to Paul Thomas Anderson. And you guys know how much I love Hamnet, right? But I think Paul Thomas Anderson is going to win for One Batter After Another. Best directing. Best costume design. We've got Sinners. We've got Hamnet. We've got Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, and Avatar Fire and Ash. For best costume design, I'm going to have to go with, I think the best contenders here are Frankenstein and Sinners. And if I had to pick, I'm going to pick Frankenstein. I do think so. I think Guillermo del Toro and his team and the way that he's got an eye for those sort of things from even his previous films, I think I'm going to have to go that. I'm going to have to back him on that one. Yeah, Frankenstein is going to win makeup and hairstyling and costume design. Let's see that one. Cinematography is going to be interesting. We've got Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, Sinners, which is great, and so was Frankenstein. One Batter After Another, and Train Dreams. I think Train Dreams is the dark horse here, right? Like, I think if it wins, everyone will say they had a dog in the fight, right? It's not like it was out of left field if Train Dreams wins. But I think the heavyweights and the strongest contenders here, in my eyes, are Sinners and Frankenstein. Maybe One Batter After Another. Nah, I don't think so. That's a tough one. I think both films did a great job with the camera. Did outstanding. I'm gonna have to back Frankenstein on this one. And I say that hesitantly for a reason. If that one doesn't win, I think Sinners is going to take it. But I'm going to stick with Frankenstein. That's my vote for best cinematography. Best casting. I don't even have to see it. I think that's a new category, but Sinners is going to take it. That one's pretty obvious. I think the ensemble that they created in Sinners, you're not going to beat that. Best animated feature film. K-pop Demon Hunters. Easy. Yeah. Actress in a supporting role. That one's tricky. We have Elle Fanning from Sentimental Value. We've got Amy Madigan from Weapons. We've got Wunmi Musako from Sinners. We've got Teyana Taylor from One Batter After Another. And for Sentimental Value, we've actually got two. One is Elle Fanning. The other one is Inga Ib's daughter, Ilias. I mispronounced it and I probably butchered that, but whatever. Oh, best supporting actress. I don't think Teyana Taylor deserves it, to be completely honest. Her character was in the film very, very little, and what the character did and what she did, yes, it was amazing. But it was not enough for me to win an Oscar, right? You know, there's been characters that have been in film for very, very little, and they make the craziest impact. And I'm thinking of Mahershala Ali in Moonlight. I'm thinking of Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs. Do I think Teyana Taylor in One Batter After Another? No, I don't. I don't think she's gonna win. At least I don't think she deserves it. With all due respect, I believe the strongest contenders here are Amy Madigan for Weapons and Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners. Those are the two heavyweights for me. And if I have to pick, and again, hesitantly, I'm gonna have to go, because the Academy Awards tends to overlook horror films, unfortunately, even though she's been getting a lot of praise. I think Amy deserves to win, but I think Sinners is going to take the win for this one. Amy deserves to win it a little bit more, but I think Sinners is going to take the win for this one. Actress in a leading role. I don't even have to look at the nominees. I just saw Jessie Buckley there at the top. She's going to take it. No, like, hands down. No doubt for Hamnet. Actor in a supporting role. We have Benicio del Toro in One Batter After Another. We have Sean Penn for One Batter After Another. We have Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. We've got Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. And we have Delroy Lindo for Sinners. Ooh, what a category. heavyweights, all of these. And this is inches away from each other, right? But I think the best actor here for his character, right? The best actors would have to be, if I narrow it down to 3 from 5, I'm choosing Delroy Lindo, Sean Penn, Jacob Elordi. Benicio del Toro didn't do enough for me to deservingly win the Oscar, competing with the other ones. No, I don't think he's gonna win. I think if Stellan Skarsgård wins, it'll be as a. It's gonna sound bad, because even though, again, all of these guys have a dog in the fight, all of them do. So if any one of them wins, I think everyone is gonna be like. But Stellan Skarsgård, I believe if he wins, it'll be more so because of his achievements, more so because of his impact in film and television, right? Over the years. But I don't think he deserves to win. Again, I'm here thinking and debating in my mind of Jacob Elordi, Sean Penn, and Delroy Lindo. And those are all tough, man. That's tough to choose between them. I'm more on Jacob Elordi as the creature in Frankenstein and Delroy Lindo in Sinners. Like I think it's gonna be one of them. Even though Sean Penn is getting, I think he won 2 awards recently. I'm gonna pick. Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna pick Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Actor in a leading role. We've got Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. We've got Leo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. We've got Michael B for playing Smoke and Stack the twins in Sinners. First time an actor gets nominated for a dual role in a film. We've got Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Off the bat, I think Ethan Hawke and Wagner Moura are less likely to win. I think Timothée Chalamet has made an amazing, he's given an amazing performance. And a lot of buzz is between him and Leo DiCaprio. But it's not for me. I think for me, the buzz and the heavyweights here, they are, again, it's hard. But for me, the ones that are, if I had to choose, is between Michael B and Leo DiCaprio. And don't see Timothée Chalamet taking this one. Ooh, that's tough. So if I have to choose between Michael B and if I have to choose, between him and Leo DiCaprio, given how they acted and the characters that they played in this category in this year, Michael B takes it. If he doesn't win it, I do think Leo deserves the win the most. If Michael B doesn't win it, Leo should take it. And now for Best Picture, the nominees are Bugonia, I might be mispronouncing that, F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Train Dreams, right? Train Dreams is out. I don't think it's gonna win. I don't think it's a clear contender. I don't believe F1 is either, even though it is better than a lot of the other films here. Don't think The Secret Agent is gonna win, and neither will Sentimental Value. So I'm already on Hamnet, Sinners, One Battle After Another, Frankenstein, and what's the last one? Hamnet, Sinners, One Battle After Another, Frankenstein, and Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme is not gonna win. So now I'm down to 4. And again, I'm telling you my thought process like out loud. Down to 4. One Battle After Another, Sinners, Frankenstein, Hamnet. Frankenstein, I don't think he's gonna take it. The dark horse, who I hope wins, is Hamnet. Deservingly so. I think out of all of these, Hamnet is the better film. But when does the better film, win Best Picture in the Oscars? Not always, unfortunately. I do hope Hamnet takes the win and we get a surprise upset. But for me, the more contending are One Battle After Another and Sinners. Best Picture tomorrow night, I think it will go to, given the political climate, despite the political climate, I think it'll go to Sinners. And if Sinners doesn't win, One Battle After Another might take it. But again, I hope Hamnet pulls an upset. I think Hamnet is the underdog in almost all of these categories. Anyway, so those are my predictions for the Oscars. Woo, that was tough, man. That was tough. But we'll see how right I am tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think is gonna win. I'll speak to you guys after the Oscars. Bye bye.